From the first time I ever started working in a restaurant, I was like, oh yeah, this is it, this is for me. So I decided that I was gonna go to the CIA. I did not care if I had to apply 30 times. To me, there was no other option. That was it. I didn't even look at one other school. I didn't even think about one other school. Right after I started, I just remember being like, this is a whole community of people that all they do is talk about food. I was like, I'm home. TV started for me a bunch of years ago when Mario called me one day and he was like, Banan, you want to do Iron Chef with me? And I screamed because I loved the Japanese version of Iron Chef so much. Like, I would go home from a bar on a Saturday night to watch that. As one of his sous chefs, we flew to LA, crazy pants nervous, and we beat Morimoto. And Mario said, all right, that's it. You're my Iron Chef team for forever. And I loved being on that Iron Chef team so much. But it was during that time that I opened a restaurant in the West Village, and I think the Food Network was like, oh, wow, look at this chick really does know how to cook. Let's see if she can cook and talk. And so the Food Network gave me my first show, Secrets of a Restaurant Chef. The next day, the vice president of the Food Network called me and he's like, just know, if you have affected people enough to go to their computer and write something good or bad, you have done your job, because the worst thing that you can be is vanilla. The camera sees everything. If people think making TV is glamorous, it was so hard. It's so unnatural. I mean, like, I remember the first day I showed up. I've done lots of cooking before, I've taught before. We're only shooting one show today, I'll be home by 1:30. And it was like, so by the time we broke for lunch at 2 o'clock, we had filmed exactly 4 minutes of usable TV. I feel like I have the ability to connect with people, that I can, and this is very important to me when I write recipes or when I talk about cooking to people. I break it down for people and talk to them, but not down to them. So I just try to be true to who I am as a cook, and I feel very lucky to A, have found what I love to do in my life and to be able to make a living at it, and that people like it. I loved every single minute of being a student at the CIA. To be able to be a sponge and to be able to be like, teach me, I want to know more, I want to learn, I can't work hard enough. And every time I go back there, it's just mind-blowing, and I love so much being a part of it, and I loved so much of having the CIA as my springboard to have that happen. Proud to be CIA.